Listen to me closely. Every great life is built not only on dreams, not only on passion, not only on vision, but on boundaries. It's the things you refuse to compromise on. It's the no you say when the world expects you to say yes. It's the red lines you draw for yourself, not to keep others out, but to keep your soul intact. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, were not just philosophers. They were warriors of the mind. They knew, if you don't define your red lines, the world will define them for you. And here's the truth. The quality of your life is a reflection of the boundaries you set. Today, I want to give you 11 Stoic red lines. Boundaries that, if you live by them, will instantly shift how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Not theory, not abstract, but practical, everyday lines you can draw starting now. Let's step into them one by one. Red line number 1. Never trade your peace for chaos. Your peace is priceless, yet most people trade it daily. For gossip, for drama, for arguments that don't matter. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's a Stoic red line. I do not hand over my peace for chaos I cannot control. A woman once told me she wasted years arguing with her brother over politics. Every holiday became a battlefield. One day, she realized her peace was more valuable than proving a point. She stopped engaging. She drew the line. Her life instantly felt lighter. Every morning, ask, is this worth my peace? If the answer is no, walk away. That's strength, not weakness. Red line number 2. Never be a slave to emotion. Anger, envy, fear. These emotions are real, but they should never own you. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." A young man was fired unfairly from his job. At first, he wanted revenge, but instead, he chose mastery. He used the energy to build his own small business. Today, he says losing that job was the best thing that happened to him. Why? Because he wasn't a slave to anger. When emotion rises, pause, breathe, count to 10. Ask yourself, what would my highest self do right now? Then do that. Red line number 3. Never say yes when your soul says no. One of the greatest traps is saying yes to things that drain you, just to please others. Seneca wrote, "Life is long, if you know how to use it, but most people waste life by giving time to what doesn't matter." A friend of mine used to say yes to every invitation, every party, every obligation. He was exhausted. One day he decided, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. His calendar cleared, his energy rose, his happiness returned. Practice the sacred no. Next time someone asks you for something, pause. If it drains you, politely decline. Remember, saying no to them is saying yes to your life. Red line number 4. Never chase what you cannot control. We suffer most when we try to control what's not ours to control. Other people's opinions, the weather, the past. The Stoics taught the dichotomy of control. Separate what's within your power and what isn't. I once coached an athlete who was obsessed with winning. The problem? He couldn't control the referee, the crowd, or his opponent. What he could control was his training, his mindset, his effort. Once he focused only on that, he became unstoppable. Make 2 columns on paper, what I control and what I don't. Live in the first column, burn the second. Red line number 5. Never speak without purpose. Words are powerful. The Stoics knew, wasted words drain energy. Harmful words create enemies. Careless words wound others. Marcus Aurelius advised, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. There was a leader I admired who rarely spoke in meetings, but when he did, people listened. Why? Because he didn't waste words. His speech was clear, measured, impactful. He earned respect not by speaking more, but by speaking wisely. Before speaking, pause. Ask, is this true? Is this kind? Is this necessary? If not, stay silent. Red line number 6. Never compare your path to another's. Comparison is poison. You lose yourself when you measure your life against others. Seneca reminded us, No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. In other words, it's not others' success that hurts us. It's our false belief we should have it too. A young artist once told me he almost quit painting because his friend became famous before him. Then he realized his journey wasn't meant to look like anyone else's. He stayed with it. 10 years later, his art is now changing lives. Every time you feel comparison creep in, remind yourself, their path is theirs, my path is mine. Write it on a note. Keep it in your pocket. Red line number 7. Never waste time on the unimportant. Time is life. The Stoics treated it as sacred. Seneca warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." I knew a man who spent 4 hours a day scrolling on his phone. 4 hours. That's 60 full days a year. When he realized, he set a red line, no more aimless scrolling. Instead, he spent that time learning guitar. Within a year, he was playing concerts for friends. Audit your time. Write down where it goes. Cut the waste. Redirect it to something that makes your soul come alive. Red line number 8. Never let external success define internal worth. Money, status, recognition, they are external. They can be taken away in a heartbeat. Your worth must come from within. Epictetus put it simply, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. A CEO I once knew lost his company overnight. He was devastated until he realized his true worth wasn't his title, but his ability to rebuild, to lead, to inspire. Within 2 years, he had built something new. This time, he wasn't chained to the outcome. Each night, ask yourself, if everything I own disappeared, would I still respect who I am? Work on that. Build inner wealth. Red line number 9. Never surround yourself with the toxic. The people around you either lift you or drain you. The Stoics were ruthless about company. They chose to walk with those who sharpened their character. One woman I coached had a circle of friends who constantly complained. Every coffee meet was a session of negativity. She made the tough choice to step back. Instead, she joined a book club of positive, growth-oriented people. Within months, her mood and mindset transformed. Evaluate your circle. Ask, do they fuel me or drain me? If it's the latter, love them from a distance. Protect your energy. Red line number 10. Never live without reflection. A day without reflection is a day wasted. Marcus Aurelius journaled nightly. He examined his flaws, his victories, his lessons. That's how he ruled Rome with wisdom. I once met a man in his 60s who said his biggest regret wasn't his mistakes, but that he never stopped to learn from them. He just kept repeating them. Reflection could have changed everything. Every night, ask 3 questions. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? How can I be better tomorrow? That's how growth becomes unstoppable. Red line number 11. Never forget you will die. This may sound harsh, but it is the ultimate Stoic truth. Memento mori, remember you will die. Seneca said, let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. A friend of mine survived a heart attack at 40. After that, everything changed. He stopped waiting. He told his family he loved them daily. He started the business he dreamed of. He lived with urgency because he understood time is short. Each morning, remind yourself, if today was my last, how would I live it? Then live that way. Conclusion, drawing your lines. So here they are. Number 1, protect your peace. Number 2, master your emotions. Number 3, say no when you must. Number 4, focus on what you control. Number 5, speak with purpose. Number 6, stop comparing. Number 7, guard your time. Number 8, build inner worth. Number 9, avoid the toxic. Number 10, reflect daily. Number 11, remember mortality. These are not just ideas. They are red lines, boundaries, shields. And when you draw them, not with chalk, but with conviction, your life changes instantly. Because life is not about pleasing everyone. It's about living aligned with what matters. The Stoics knew it. Now you know it. The question is, will you live it? Draw your red lines and watch your life transform.